Morning guys, and welcome to another Dougie's football analysis. Now the third one I've done. Today we're going to be covering the late kickoff. We're going to be covering the Stoke City versus Arsenal game at the Bet365 Stadium, formerly known as the Britannia. It's going to be kicking off at 5:30 later on today. Always a very close match, full of physicality, and always an upset possible on the cards today. Looking at the head-to-heads, they've played 18 games between them. Stoke have now won. They've won 4 at home. They've won 4 in total, so they haven't won at the Emirates or a Highbury over the Premier League year. So it goes to show you, if they're going to get a result, they need it to be at home. It really is a fortress. In compared to Arsenal, they've actually got 11 wins, 9 of them at the Emirates or Highbury, and only 2 away. So it goes to show their form. At the Bet365, they really do struggle there. The old saying goes, a cold wet night in Stoke always makes for a difficult game. There's been 3 draws in the fixtures as well. 3 of them have all been at Stoke, Arsenal, so it really goes to show this is their fortress. This is going to make it difficult. It's going to be physical. They're going to be direct and be pumping balls into that box. Let's look at the recent fixtures. In terms of recent fixtures, been last year at Stoke, it was a turn-up. It's one we haven't seen very often, but it was 4-1 to Arsenal at Stoke. Then at the Emirates, it was 3-1 against Stoke. It was a 0-0 draw the year before at the Britannia. 2-0 to Arsenal, home to Arsenal, followed by a 3-0 Arsenal win. And the Stoke, last time they played Stoke before that was 3-2 to Stoke. So it goes to show you, in comparison to their away record, where they don't seem to fare particularly well at the Emirates, Stoke at home really made this a difficult fixture for Arsenal, who a lot of people see as a light side, especially in the middle of the park. I mean, in terms of last season, they fared a lot better. It's their first win Arsenal have had against Stoke away since 2008. They actually recorded double last year. They scored 7 goals in the process. Now, is that a sign that the tables are turning? Maybe Stoke are being a little less physical, trying to play a little bit more football under the management? We don't know, but we'll find out today. I mean, that's pretty much all we have to look at. Draws a possible fixture today as well. Game stats. Now, Arsenal, as we always expect them to do, generally post a high possession rating. They dominated possession against Stoke last year. Actually, in the 4-1 victory, it was 66.8% possession, and the season before was a 0-0. It dropped to 55. This obviously shows us they're going to dominate the ball. But if they want to come away with a result, what's interesting to see is Stoke only had 33.2% of the possession, still managed the same amount of shots as Arsenal, with 10. So it goes to show you Stoke, with their directness, ain't going to need a lot of the ball. Arsenal might have more of the ball, but Stoke are going to create chances, being direct, pumping balls into the box, and trying to counter attacks. They do that very well against Arsenal. Arsenal were clinical in the 4-1 victory. That's why they come away such heavy winners. Not normally like them. They've had trouble creating chances or finishing chances, I'd say, over the last couple of years. 60% of their shots were on target, and they scored 4 goals from 6 shots on target. So it really does show how clinical they were. They're going to need to do that if they're going to get a result today. Whereas the season before, Arsenal dominated possession again, 55% possession to Stoke's 45. Stoke actually ended up with 14 shots, 6 more than Arsenal, and 3 more shots on target. They had 6 shots on target compared to Arsenal's 3. So it goes to show you Stoke, that sort of 10% possession difference really gives Stoke a hatful more chances and really gives them the domination on the game. So don't expect to Arsenal's, even if they've got sort of 50%, 55% of possession, I should say, to be dominating the chances on that aspect. The higher it gets to the 50 mark for Stoke, the more chances they will have and the more likely chance they will have to win. So really have been Achilles' heels in Arsenal's side over the last couple of years. Another thing to take into consideration is obviously the physicality and the aggression of Stoke. The fouls committed side last year, they committed 13 fouls compared to Arsenal's 7. Season before it was 16 fouls compared to Arsenal's 10. However, I should say the only player out of them two fixtures to be booked from the Stoke perspective, which you'd think would be pretty high, was actually Peter Crouch. So it goes to show they're not committing nasty tackles, they're committing clever fouls. They're trying to break up the Arsenal play, trying to break up their flow and stop them playing with each other. So this is what Stoke are going to look to do today. I think they're going to let Arsenal have the possession. They're going to try and commit sort of niggly little fouls to stop Arsenal building momentum and things like that, and then try and hit them with a direct ball into the box or a counter attack. Maybe for Berahino. So that's what Stoke are going to be looking to do today. Whether they can do it, I'm not sure, but we're going to find out. On the injury sides, obviously we've got Stephen Ireland and Afellay, both still injured, but they're long-term injuries. The main excitement from a Stoke point of view is Jesse Rodriguez coming from Paris Saint-Germain. Looks like a real top player. Can he make a difference for Stoke? Can he give them a bit of more of a attacking vibrancy up the top of the park, which they surely need it. On the Arsenal side, we're still unsure about Sanchez and his abdominal strains. Whether we start, we have to wait till later in the game. That's obviously going to be a positive if he can get in the team. And Koscielny is still suspended, so that could really be a major talking point today. Koscielny, Mustafi is back. Mertesacker, they're still not sure as well. But it'd be really nice to have a defender in there with some experience in this fixture. I think they could possibly struggle with the ball into the box and the physicality of Stoke at the back, especially with such a shaky start that last week Arsenal had. Moves us on to the last fixtures, okay? Last fixtures, Stoke lost to Everton 1-0. Everton dominated possession again in that game, but once again Stoke still managed to have 9 shots. They seem to be, no matter what possession rate, they still managed to create shots, and that's a lot down to how direct they play. They're going to need Berahino to start contributing if they're going to start moving up the table. So it was quite a tight game against Everton. Possibly could have got a draw. But they really need to convert them chances. I think they had 9 shots and only 1 on target. So if they up that today, then obviously they could be looking at a draw or a win. Arsenal, obviously the first game of the season we saw that one. It was an absolute cracker. That was a 4-3 home win to Arsenal. Fantastic going forward, Arsenal as always, but defensively extremely poor. Didn't have a recognised centre back in that back four for that game, but still not an excuse. I mean, they've had plenty of time to strengthen in that area, and this is why I really think Koscielny might be missed today. Lack of experience at the back against a very good attacking force of Stoke. They could concede goals today, I definitely think that. Prediction time. Okay, I'm going to go with an Arsenal to win by 1 clear goal. If you had to push me for a result, I'm going to say 2-1. I think it's going to be extremely tight. I think Stoke will score today. They've been creating a lot of chances, just not really getting them on top and converting them, and I think they'll do that today, even with less of the ball. The reason I say Arsenal win, a lot of people may say a draw today, but the reason I say Arsenal will win today, they've actually, out of the 5 goals they've scored in the 2 games, 3 of them have been scored from the bench. I mean, it's not something we normally suggest with Arsenal having a strength in numbers and real depth in the bench, but they've really got that now. And when you look at Arsenal's bench, there's game winners all over the park. So I could possibly see it being a 1-1 going into the 65th minute, and maybe a sub being made between the 65th and the 75th minute, and coming on and either assisting or grabbing the winner, really making a change in the game. It's the first time Arsene Wenger's really had these problems in selection, so I can see it being close. I can see Arsenal getting the win just about, but I think Stoke will really give them problems. So if you do want another bet, I'm going to put a bet on both ways. I'm going to put a bet on the draw as well. I do see it being a low-scoring draw. I don't see Stoke scoring a lot of goals. They don't look... Berahino's not really kicking into gear yet, and they don't look like they're firing on all cylinders. So if you're going to push me for a draw, I'd say a 0-0 or 1-1. So they're my 2 results, but my main result's going to be Arsenal to win by 1 goal, and if you push me for an actual result, it'll be 2-1 to Arsenal in a 75th late minute, sort of that period of the game winner. So there's my predictions. That's my analysis for today. Thank you very much for your time. There's a full match report on my website as well. There's a link to the bottom, and if you enjoyed this, please subscribe. I'll be doing another one tomorrow as well. I'm not sure the fixture, but I'll definitely be covering the Monday night fixture as well. So thank you. Enjoy the football today. Enjoy the Man United kick-off at lunchtime. And I'll see you soon, guys. Bye-bye.